Come, brothers, let us purge the alien.
All right, guys, this is Purge the Alien. I'm Chris, and again with me, we got Ian. We're still talking about the Golden Rhino. This is Purge the Alien's coverage of the Golden Rhino, trying to make it easier for you guys to get all your stuff organized, get all your questions out of the way, so you can come to the Golden Rhino fully prepared and ready to win championships.
That's right. Golden Rhino 2018.
Nice. So to win these this tournament, you gotta be scored. So how are we scoring? How does that work?
So there's a bunch of different ways to score it, but basically it boils down to that there's going to be at most 30 teams participating over 3 rounds. Keep it real simple, we're just going to do win-loss draw. Now, we are using the ITC Champions Packet missions, which in those, each mission that we can be played, max points is 42 points.
Okay.
So if you get your max points and you win, you're getting 1,000 points. Otherwise, it's a draw, so it's your battle points plus 500, and if it's a loss, it's your battle points plus 100. Keeps it real simple.
So, like, that's, you got your win-loss scores. What else goes into this overall score?
So the overall score in the tournament, we also have painting scores, which I'm also going to use the guidelines that the ITC has set up, which they do a 0 to 10 with a possible 11. I'm not doing the 0 because that's under the requirement. So I'm going to do a 1 to 10 with a possible bonus point of an 11.
Okay.
It's real simple. Chris, I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
Oh, I'm ready for you.
We're going to break this up into basically 10 questions.
Okay.
So the first one, did you paint all your models in the 5-color minimum and a solid color base?
Of course.
All right, cool. You get a point. Did you use base paints on your models?
Who doesn't?
All right, good job. Did you shade your models?
That's how they make them look so good.
That's right. Okay. Did you do dry brushing or other highlights?
Of course.
All right, and then did you do any like technical effects on your models that you could show me?
Yeah, I put LEDs in every barrel of my bolter.
Okay, so that's a little excessive of what I was talking about. That's the next 5 questions. I'm talking like Blood for the Blood God, Nurgle's Rot.
Of course.
Your own homebrew stuff, right?
I used all of that.
I hope so if you're playing Death Guard. So that's the easy 5, right? Pretty much everybody should get in and or around those 5 points.
Okay.
No problem. The next 5, though, is where I'm going to take my time with you to discuss what you did with your army and really break it down and analyze it. Right?
And I think that's an important difference that how you're judging painting than the other tournaments I've been to where I set it up and I came back and it was judged.
Yeah, which is fine too, right? I mean, some of those major tournaments, man, they've got hundreds of people that they got to burn through. As it is, I'm gonna have 60 max, but it's still teams, like 60 people, like.
And I like the fact that you're going to take the time for the hobby score, because I feel like this kind of emphasizes like the importance of the hobby score, where the judge, Tio, is sitting down with you, looking at every model. Because Ian, I know you probably know every model, but it might be hard for you to determine which conversions I've made, and where I can personally point out, hey, I cut this arm off of this dude, and green stuff this. I deserve these points, and I think that's super important.
Absolutely.
Very cool that you're doing that.
I appreciate that. So for those 5 questions, they're going to be a little bit more vague, right? It's going to be mostly the communication between me and you. At which point, at the end, I'm going to say, I'm going to give you this. You think you should get this. We'll discuss it again, and then we'll get a final score. So you're pretty much going to get your score right back to you when it's done, right? After that, the people that get the full 10 points there, I'm going to then choose what I consider to be the top 10 out of all of those players, and I'm going to set them aside, and they get the bonus point for that, okay? And that's as a team, not as an individual person.
Right.
I will then take those and break those into the individual persons, because we're going to have the faction points as well.
Yes. So all the different categories is you got your team overall. What are you calling it? Team.
No. So it's going to be. Are you talking for painting? So.
For painting.
Yeah, so it's going to be best team, best painted team, and then we have best battle, which is the combined battle points.
Okay.
We've got best team spirit added in this year. This is where you guys can have a little bit more free will. Go nuts. Do something that makes you guys stand out. Now, I'm not saying bring in like a full 6-foot table of your space station, outlook or whatever, but like, I don't know.
Like, let's say I play Dark Angels, you play Space Wolves.
Yeah, there we go.
We get in a scuffle because that's what we do.
Staying character the whole time.
Yeah. And I'll bring a Watcher in the Dark because he got my back.
Oh my god, that would be amazing if you did that. Just a little thing.
I want like a little creepy doll that'll put a cloak on. and that'll be my watch from the dock. I'll carry it everywhere.
Please don't. That's terrifying. but it's stuff like that that really makes it unique, right? You don't have to dress up in costume. You could do a really cool display board or something else, right? Like, just be creative about it.
Embrace your army with spirit.
Yeah,
right?
and that is what's going to be voted by you guys,
Awesome.
right? So you guys are going to be like, oh my God, look at that team. That's ridiculous. They get my vote, right? And then it's the team that gets the most votes like that wins the best team spirit.
Team spirit?
Yeah.
And then there's one more sportsmanship?
Yeah, team sportsmanship. Now this is broken down into 2 parts. It is, so you're going to be your strength of schedule. This is a real simple little questionnaire that you just fill out every game, and you fill it out for your opponent, and it's going to be things like, did you show up to the table on time? Were you prepared? Did you have all the books and tools and things you need to play? If you ran into a problem, were you able to discuss it and resolve it at the table without calling a judge? Things like that. And you know, last year I had a couple of guys where it was like, oh, I forgot my book in my car, right? They got docked the point because of that, but you know, within reason, right? So with that, out of the 30 people that played last year, I think there was like literally a 28% tie, like, right? So then from there, I have you guys judge the teams you played against. And so me and you, Chris, we're teamed up. We played against, 3 awesome team opponents. We're going to choose one of them that we think is just downright the best one that we played against, right? That team, if they scored the most votes as well as have the highest strength of schedule score, they're going to win the best overall for that.
Gotcha. And then from those 4 categories, you compile them all up to make the
team, the best team general. They're the guys that really were able to manage it all. Now, the interesting thing with this is that it does not mean you scored the highest battle points, right? Yeah. It might be the second or even third highest. Not likely, but it's second highest anyway.
It means you're achieving on all of them. You
Yes.
did good in the game, you played, you won a few games, you got a good looking army, you're a good sports, and you had a good theme.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
yeah. Now, for the hobby score, do you want to talk about this now?
Well, the hobby score, that's what I was talking about with the 1 to 11 scale.
Gotcha.
Okay, that is part of your display board. That's your painting your models. That's the whole kit and caboodle.
And now, like, for the faction, like, let's say you're playing Death Guard, I'm playing Death Guard.
Right.
How are we competing for best faction?
So the thing that's kind of cool is that we have anywhere from 29 to 31 factions as of right now. Games Workshop could release more soon enough, right? The idea is that if me and you are both playing the same army, we're going to have a really cool theme, but then we have to sit there and think about, like, Chris, I'm going to really try to paint better than you. So
Outstanding. Well, I think
not even to give it up. Huh?
Hey, he usually does pay better than me.
What that's going to do is it's going to make everybody's army look fantastic, and the whole event's going to be amazing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, all right. If you have any more questions about the tournament,
Golden Rhino 2018. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on the PurgeTheAlien.com website, where we'll post updates as we go. You can ask questions and send them to me directly. But Golden Rhino 2018 team tournament, the Quarter Quell, is coming up.
I'm looking forward to it.
July 31st, Highland Township Public Library.
And when can tickets go on sale?
End of March.
Be there. They sold out super fast last time. Don't be late. You're going to miss out. You're going to be mad. See you guys.
See ya.
Come, brothers, let us purge the alien.